Hiya, thank you for joining me, Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. I've not done a video for a while, but just felt compelled to create one. Getting creative today, check that out. So this is about kind of like what's coming up for many people at the moment. And it's about recognising and releasing and alchemising abuse programs. So many of you that are on this journey, that are, the awakened journey, will recognise now that whatever program you've got running inside will meet and greet you in your external experience. So this is where the abuse program Best or Last is a real biggie, a huge one. Because over the last few thousand years, we've all been in it, we've all been abuser and victim of abuse, we've all done it, we've all been in it, we've all played in it. But it's in order to create from it. So without having experienced it, and this is recognising the part that we've played in these programs, and we've all put our hand up contractually at soul level, said, yeah, I'm gonna play in that one. So again, it's kind of like releasing all the guilt and shame mechanisms behind playing in all of these programs. You've put your hand up and said, I'll do it at soul level. But the thing is, at soul level, you know that you are a being of love. It's infinite. You are infinite. And love is the highest frequency that there is. Therefore, you can heal anything. So yeah, I'll go for it. I'll be fine. Yeah. So at some level, you know you've got this. And you do. So abuse programs, so recognising that you're in an abuse program is intimidation, coercion, ridicule, harassment, isolation, and these can come under forms of sexual neglect, exploitation, control. Abuse is the mistreatment of another. But having said that, it's also a mistreatment of oneself. So these programs, as within is without. So if you've got a program running within, it will meet and greet you in your external experiences. So there'll be many of you right now, particularly in this energy of retrograde, that will be meeting situations where you are experiencing somebody abusing you. So if somebody's abusing you, love and thank that person, because they are mirroring the program that you are carrying within. And that program that you are carrying within is abuse to yourself. So abusing yourself could be neglecting yourself, not accepting yourself, ridiculing yourself. Does this sound familiar? Because I know it certainly does to me. So basically, one way that you can help alchemise it faster, and the alchemisation at the moment is, many people may be feeling physical symptoms of clearing this program. So the physical symptoms will be central nervous system overload. So hormones will be hormones will be all over the place, because it's part of the central nervous system. You'll be feeling it in the solar plex. So low self-esteem, depression, your digestive system, you may be gurgling, or just, everything digestive wise will be heightened. Bone and muscular aches and pains, so you will just be aching in every which way possible. So some diagnosis names that people have put to it in new research that is coming out at the moment. So anyone with fibromyalgia, anyone with chronic fatigue syndrome, you've definitely got the abuse program running. So it's just to have some awareness about that. But one way that you can help minimise the symptoms is fully accept yourself wherever you are right now. Be complimentary towards yourself. So any which way you can, find something to compliment yourself on. So then this changes the whole exterior program of how we interact with one another and with people. So if you're being accepting and complimentary to yourself, and breaking that chain link of our ancestors, which is also held in your DNA. All these abuse programs are also held in your DNA. So even if you're a person with fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome and you're thinking, I don't remember experiencing any kind of abuse as a child, it could be coming through on your DNA, on your ancestral lines. So again, what you do right now in this lifetime and how you are choosing to be can break the chain of a whole set of ancestors, and it goes right back to, for some reason, down to fifth ancestry. It doesn't seem to go anywhere beyond that, interestingly. So that is one way of helping alchemise what is coming up in abuse programs and systems at the moment. So when we've experienced abuse, it tends to be the follow-on that we've also become an abuser. We've all been here, we've all done it, we've all experienced both ends of the spectrum. So nobody is, well, I have never, unless you've kind of like lived in a cave or some kind of like remote indigenous tribe, the potentials are very strongly that you've been abused and you have been an abuser at some point. So traits of an abuser: jealousy, possessiveness, unpredictability, bad temper, cruelty to animals, verbal abuse, controlling, antiquated beliefs about the roles of women and men. I can put my hand up and say I'll own a few of them as well. You know, it's kind of like cruelty to animals. You know, that is the worst thing that I would ever think about that I would have ever have done. But you know what? Have I ever shouted at my dog? Yeah, I have. You know, have I ever shouted at one of my children? Yeah. So the use of silence or yelling to control behaviour. How many of us can honestly put our hands up and say, I've never entered into that? You know, and if, you know, you are saying that, then what elements am I in ego? Am I in ego and am I deluding myself? And if I'm deluding myself, then how can I ever trust myself? So this work is really, really hard, really, really difficult, and I honour every single human being that has put their hand up and contractually said, I'm going to enter into this, I'm going to learn from it, and you know, just experiencing it. You're amazing. You know, I take my hat off to all of you, each and every one of you. So yes, I am actually saying there, I take my hat off to all abusers on the planet and all abuse victims on the planet, all of you, because you're all playing in it. You're all playing a part in it. Side effects from abusive systems: feeling isolated, fear, distrust, low self-esteem, depression. Trouble with maintaining relationships. Anyone recognising kind of like any of this here? You know, we've all had certain traits of all of these. So the opposite of abuse is approving, complimentary. So where can I approve of myself daily? Where can I be complimentary of myself daily? And this is the way we break the chain. This is the way that we sidestep out of abuse programs, within and without. So warning signs of abusive behaviours: controlling, quick involvement, unrealistic expectations, isolation, blaming others for problems and feelings, and hypersensitivity. Is anyone recognising some of these kind of like from, shall we say, in-line directives from certain institutions? Just saying, putting it out there, make up your own mind. Neglect, difficulty regulating emotions, inability to ask for help, sensitivity to rejection, lack of language to describe feelings, disassociation tendencies, shame and guilt around emotions, and also Stockholm syndrome, which is when a victim bonds positively with their abuser. Again, this is just shining a light on all these programs. There's no right or wrong in it. They're just programs, the third dimensional programs. But where is it that we can participate in the great shift and potentially create something different? And it doesn't, you can't control everyone and how they behave and what they do. All we can do is start with ourselves. But the thing is, in this one, and with all of them, once you start recognizing where am I playing in these programs, and you will play in them for a long time, and there's nothing wrong with that because it allows you to recognize the pattern in them. So again, it's acceptance for playing in them because it allows you to recognize a pattern. But then you get to the point is, right, today, just for today, and we'll start with this day, or we'll start with just this now. Where can I play outside of that? Where can I be accepting to myself? Where can I be complimentary to myself? And you know what? I may even go the whole hog, and I may find myself accepting others for having a different perspective or a view. I may be complimentary to other people as well for today. Let's see how this program shines out. Let's see how it goes. Really, really scary because it's not a program that we've often played in. So there's a tendency to be addicted to something that feels comfortable as well. So if you snap back into it, it's purely that's where it feels safe for you right now. That's absolutely fine. Again, just be kind to yourself. And again, accept where you are. Again, it's another way of releasing that abusive program, the whole which way around. So I will leave this video with you. Take care, everyone. Have an amazing day. And be really kind to yourself because this is a big one. Love you lots. Take care. Bye.